let's help the women today in the feminine spirit, especially those in the religious segments, because the more fundamental they go, the more effing mental they are. The more the woman, the feminine spirit, goes into bondage. All right? And a lot of these religious segments will teach that a woman should be sexually available at all times, and basically her husband has the right to rape her daily or whatever he's wanting, okay, because he has no self-control over himself. That's on one aspect. The other aspect is a lot of these places teach you that a woman can't speak. All right, Paul did not like a woman to speak up in the church. And the church you go to, just by the way, is not the real church. And during the second coming of Jesus, when he comes to the churches, they don't see him or hear him. Okay, they actually kill him. And that's why it tells you that your Lord is killed in Sodom, because you kill your Lord, your Satan, and all those things in Sodom as the numbering of the people come and the 666 come for you. So, as you're not the elect, but that a man you chose to follow is the elect. So that's on one aspect. And then some of these teach that the woman has to wear this, that, or the other, or she has to have her hair long, or she has to be a baby making factory, or whatever kind of thing is going on. Okay, so there is one thing when people have a lot of kids, right? Nothing wrong with that. But when you go to a group, right? There's like 50 couples, all right? And 80% of them got whatever kind of thing going on, okay? That tells you it's a cult. It may not be a bad cult, may not be a good cult. It's just letting you know what it is. Knowing's half the battle, all right? So when they're using this book where sin has been washed away, all right, through the blood of Jesus. But y'all are all dressing this way, that way, and the other way because of so-called sin or whatever. Or I don't know. It doesn't even fucking make sense, actually. The whole circular logic of what these people are doing in the fundamental church, so-called, who have Jesus or whatever, makes zero sense at all. But that's also why when I call them up, they say they're not capable of talking to me. So it all just lets me know they're so far gone that, okay, just let them go to the battlefield. They're going to be the one with the sword and the samurai. Oh, I've dishonored my mother and father. Oh! That kind of stupid shit, okay? So then you got... Hello. The hijab, hijab. The hijab, hijab. We're going to find out why that happened. Because the land of the aliens is coming. You're going to get the fucking Tyra Banks going on, the big fucking forehead or whatever. All your shit's going to fall out. I've already been seeing it in the salon. In the Thessalonians. Because I work at one of the two-edged swords where the seat of Satan is, and you see the woman, make it like this or make it like this, or you don't get your tip. Very good. Very bad. They're the Illuminati. Well, I don't like you right here. You've seen it all, like these newscasters, just a side note, but all the newscasters right on TV, why do they always have a fucked up haircut? Does the barber or whoever fucking cutting the hair not know that it's like Elon Musk, that's his new name, his old name or whatever from the dude. I don't even know if it still has his channel, but he's always got his fucked up haircut or whatever. All right. You see yourself on camera, do y'all not? Either way, man, let's get back to the women. Because the hijab, that hijab, that Adam and Eve, the male and female made after he, them, they're all she-males, and whatever the fuck is going on now is they're all bulking up in the fucking, whatever, gym. That gym for that bridegroom being shined up in that spa session. That spaghetti. And that tomato sauce. I hope he has a tender heart. Huh? The old Tin Man's coming for you for that HIB beekeeper session. Oh man. But the religions hate women, guys, and this is where the Muslims are actually like, the Christians teach their one kind of control mechanism or whatever, right? But the Muslims, they want to take control like age 8 or whatever, take full ownership, just beat the shit out of the girl and whatever, take her into a fucking, I have a perfect slave wife. Those types of things. And coming to America, your balls are clean, your royal balls are clean. It's fine, y'all. That destroying wind and the blowjobs and that poison apple and all that shit's all coming. For that mayonnaise, is it mayonnaise? That dirty old man. That Hellman's mayonnaise, and that mustard, that Elon mustard, that yellow sun. That mustard tree grows big in heaven in that little comparison. Oh, y'all should read those scriptures where it talks about heaven being likened unto or whatever. Okay? So when you die, right? If you're going into heaven, you might be turned into a fucking mustard seed that just sits there for years and years and years and may not ever grow into a tree. It may just go into a pot of stew. Either way, something to think about, because it tells you it's likened into a net, and that net is in your hand. Heaven's in you. Jesus, the Father, the Satan, the Lucifer, everything is in you. And since everything's in you, you don't need them out there. You don't need that Muhammad. You don't need that Jesus Christ. And he told you in end times will be many calling me Christ. In fact, those who hold the testimony of Jesus Christ will be marked by the 666. That's that masculine spirit. They don't like that Eve who has access to the knowledge of the good and evil. And then when they eat it, they're going to go back to sleep. And they're going to wake up when they're kissed by their prince in 40 fucking years. Either way, if you're a woman, you got to get out. You got to get your voice back. You got to get your pussy back. And you got to take control of your life again. And you got to get back to doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's why you're all miserable, because they've taken your kids away. And all these things make sense when the Red Queen's here and the whole world's shifting and whatever else. But eventually, the women need to be paid for staying home and taking care of their kids and all this other stuff. So we just got to get them baby steps. We're going into the future, not the past. But people are going to try and bring the past with them. That's what you got to understand right now. So you don't want to go into these where they're the hardness out of their own hearts and no Muslim events, no Christian, no events at all, and all this other shit. Okay, let's take the clubber lane, the party out. That's the Mr. T. The cross session is put, and the Karate Kid is coming for the Daniels vision for the Miyagi ice block shot. Whoa! Oh, the ice block shot. Okay, at the bar scene for that Wild Time Schedule 3. Okay, so have fun, folks. Enjoy the women, love the women, and have fun with them. And you don't have fun with them raping them daily just because you can. They're my wife. I own my wife. Fucking monkeys, man.